teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. From inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, it's ball. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. With the catch, it's Jacobs. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at...
Makes the grab on the big throw. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. White going to attack through the air. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that linebacker seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain? That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Gators! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Running to Green. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. DB's right up on the receivers. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and
it.
here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carrion. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Sooners will go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
White wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take...
Continues to fight for yards to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
On the ground, it's Ball. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail. Quickly
out to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
Touchdown, Florida! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. That's caught. It's Jordan. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
A heat to the 10. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's trying to get it in. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8-ball.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's high. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. White going to attack through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quarterback keeps it. He breaks the tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
White wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll run the option. The pitch. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Using his feet to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Dances away. The throw. On target. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to power their way ahead. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on in midfield. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
White going to attack through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're good. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. White wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to...
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? White going to attack through the air. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
And this guy has been so important to this defense and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.